team needs your help. I've come to a realization here. What I've started to do recently at the beginning of my streams with like reacting to like what's been going on this week in the community, I realized that some of these things are really time sensitive. It would be great if the team had the manpower and efficiency to take on such like time sensitive things to where like we want this clip to be pushed out within a couple of days of the stream going live, right? We don't have that though. And so I realized when I was pushing out these time-sensitive clips on the Clips channel, I realized, holy shit, this week, all I have been doing is editing Clips channel content. This goes against the entire reason why I decided to start testing the concept of the team with the Clips channel, just starting with the Clips channel. By design, I have everything set up to where I can eventually build up the team within the Clips channel to where the Clips channel becomes self-sufficient, kind of like how BTMZ has it, but on a much more reasonable level because, I mean, let's face it, I'm not BTMZ, right? Keeping that in mind, the team's gonna be much larger and etc, volunteer basis and all that. All I was doing was just editing Clips channel content that entire week. I did not touch my next main channel video once. And that's a problem. Consistency is the biggest thing I need to maintain as a content creator. If I don't maintain that, nothing happens. People forget about me. I don't make any progress in establishing myself as a content creator within the Osu community. And I just don't make content. Like I'm just like not making content. I'm not sharing experiences and ideas, things that could leave an impact on someone in the community. I'm just not doing that without consistency, right? I've decided to announce that the team is open to new volunteers. So if you're interested in helping the team out with the Clips channel, please take a look at this exclamation point, the team. With that command, you will find a link to an application form where you can apply to a couple of roles that are available within the team. And I want to also take this moment, elaborate a bit more on the team here. So I mentioned it a bit. My idea for the team is only starting with the Clips channel. It will eventually spread to my main channel. And then my vision is that it will eventually become something even bigger than my main channel to where it actually helps shape the future of Osu content itself. So we're only starting with the Clips channel. I'm learning all of everything on the spot. I'm learning how to coordinate with multiple editors. I'm learning how to like keep things on a schedule, how to stay consistent, how to keep things organized. And eventually we're going to keep scaling up. And after a certain point, the volunteer basis system may actually convert to a paid system. It will definitely. It's hard for me to actually understand like how far it could go because we're not there yet. But as it stands right now, we could continue starting out my weekly streams with me catching up on weekly Osu happenings and stuff. The Clips channel, it's still gonna be at one video a week, and it's just gonna be spread out once a week. So like, let's say we get 4 clips for like recent topics. It's gonna take 4 weeks for that 4th topic to come out on the Clips channel. That's kind of like the downside, but it's like a downside that I can't really avoid right now because we just don't have the capacity to take on an increase in that weekly workload. You would hope, but you don't have that time to edit for free. You have things you need to do that need doing for uni, and that's completely understandable. This is purely for anyone who has the time and the interest in gaining the experience. I wish I could actually give monetary compensation, but I just don't have that. It would be on a volunteering basis, but you would be getting experience, and I would actually be kind of training you. Like the 2 editors that I have on the team right now, I've been training them. We go through a back and forth review process, and I give them tips and stuff. I give them videos that have helped me like improve my editing. I give those to them. So it would be a very constructive thing to be a part of. That's one thing. And then another thing would be if you want to become a part of something that will eventually shape the future of Osu content as the team expands into other things. We're starting very small, but I realized that in order to actually take on an increase in the weekly workload, along with like actually beginning to grow and have the capability to expand in the first place, we need more people to help out. This is the link right here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of give you a little tour. If anyone is actually watching this and is interested, I want to show you how the team is set up. ClickUp right now. Okay, this is ClickUp right here, and this is where we organize all of our editing tasks for the Clips channel. As you can see, we have a list for the main channel and a list for the Clips channel. But right now, the main focus is maintaining the list in the Clips channel. So here we have Clip suggestions. This is where someone with a VOD scouting or task creation role would find moments from a live stream, whether it's a recent live stream or an older live stream or both, and they would create tasks based on that and basically link the VOD at the timestamps and basically explain why they feel like this could be a clip on the Clips channel. And then you can add tags here, basically help keep things organized that way. So far, we don't actually have anyone fulfilling this role, and so I've been taking this all upon myself to do. Next, we have the to-do category. And as you can see right here, we have an active queue and a passive queue. The active queue is filled with more recent things that are kind of time sensitive, but aren't like immediately urgent to push out. It's a mixture of that and like bigger achievement type things that are related to my channel, like the first Tongue FC in the world, first 300 PP score in 3 years. This one's actually from last week. This would technically be within the fast track queue, which is where those extremely time sensitive clips would be. To be flexible with where we are right now, they're just being pushed to the active queue. The passive queue is filled with older clips from older streams. So like my spooky stream from Christmas, playing Me-Side, the demo. That's not exactly a higher priority clip, but it is higher priority because the Twitch VOD is going to expire eventually, among other things for the passive queue. And so moving on from that, we have the in progress section here where you can see we have basically stuff that's work in progress. We have our 2 editors here. This is where like the editing tasks actually start being edited. If we go to one of our completed tasks, you can see that we have an activity section here. This is where like we share the Google Drive links to like each version of the clip that's been edited. I give my revision and then we just do this back and forth. So here's one of my revisions here with timestamps and stuff. This is like the almost final version, and I think there's one more and then it was completed right there. That's kind of how things work. Once something is ready for review, we put it here, and then that sends me a notification that a task is ready for me to take a look at. If I have feedback to give, changes to make, I make notes of that in the activity tab and then send it back to work in progress. After a couple back and forths, by the due date, it should be done, and when it's actually done and uploaded to my channel as unlisted, ready for me to make a thumbnail and stuff, and then finally schedule it out, that's when it's in the published section. We need more people to help out with the team. That's just how things work with ClickUp. We also have a Discord server, a dedicated Discord server, where we also coordinate some things with the Clips channel. There's like some more information, some announcements about upcoming things, resources, dedicated channels for each person with the editor role, general channel, active queue, passive queue channels. More of our focus has been on ClickUp. Honestly, like without ClickUp, we would not have been able to stay as consistent as we have, because right now we have clips scheduled out more than 2 months in advance, and that's at 1 video a week on the Clips channel. We would not have been able to do that without ClickUp, honestly. So I'm gonna go over the form now, because there are some things that I just feel like are important to elaborate on here for anyone watching. Right now we have 3 roles that are available. We have an editor role. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? You edit the clips. We have a thumbnail designer. This is actually a really simple role. It's actually a lot less complicated than the editor role. The VOD scouter and task creator role, I kind of explained this a bit, but basically you are creating the clip editing tasks for editors to work on, and you're pulling those from recent and older VODs. I would say this is actually the highest priority because we just simply don't have a single person in this role. Same thing with thumbnail designer. I don't see that as something we like desperately need right now. Not yet, at least. In order, VOD tasker is the role we need the most. Editor is the role we need the second most. We do need a 3rd editor because if we want to actually increase our weekly capacity to push out clip channel content, especially with those more time-sensitive clips, we need another editor to help us with that. And then thumbnail designer. The rest of this form is pretty self-explanatory. It was just this one thing here that I wanted to elaborate on a little bit. But yeah, if you have any questions and stuff, you can put those down at the bottom here. That is pretty much what I wanted to cover. The team needs your help. Whether you're watching it right now or you're watching it on the Clips channel, this could be an opportunity for you to get some experience, to work directly with me, help build the future of OSU content. It all starts here, man.